Welcome to Shock TV. Michael Aldag, welcome to the studio.
Hi.
How are you, mate?
I'm good. Thank you for having me.
You're more than welcome. Well, we've just been kind of chatting and you've been very complimentary already about Salford and Salford Uni.
I'm blown away by Salford Uni.
Well, welcome.
Through the roof.
Yeah. Well, you're very welcome. And thank you so much for coming over. Kind of to get started, your brand new EP, Crying in the Club, came out kind of just a few weeks ago, really.
Yeah.
How does it feel to get that out in the world?
It feels good. It feels good. It's like when you been waiting to sneeze and it hasn't happened yet.
Yeah.
So like finally I've sneezed and then like I can sleep better. My nose is clearer. No, it's like it's good. It's good. Like I made the EP. I made the songs like maybe a year ago. So not actually that long ago in the time frame of releasing music, because usually it takes ages. But it's cool. That's kind of nice because I'm still like very excited about all the music and stuff,
definitely.
you know. Yeah. So I'm very proud of it. It's a cool little EP.
Yeah, it is definitely.
And it's inspired by, you went through a pretty horrific breakup, right? And
Yeah.
made it into something magical.
Yeah. It's like I've probably like made more out of it than it probably was. Like I've milked about 14 songs out of like one thing. But yeah, like I'm pretty cool with the person now as well, with the girl. So like I've sent her the songs and
that's
stuff.
good. Yeah.
Good.
She likes some of them. She got her favourites. But yeah, no, it was like it was just a breakup, and I thought, well, usually I write about like my whole life, but I thought let me try and make a world just around that. So that's what we kind of did. Yeah.
Well, I think as a result, kind of the whole EP has this really kind of fluid nature to it, and I feel like you can really hear a progression in your sound from kind of your previous releases.
I appreciate that.
Was that something that you really actively were kind of trying to do, or did that just come naturally because they were all about the same experience?
I think a bit of both. Yeah, I appreciate you saying that, because like I made it in Sweden with a producer called Robin, and we didn't like consciously set out to create a whole world, but once we'd started, we love synths and like 80s kind of music, so we decided that we'd kind of double down on that. And obviously I had this breakup fresh in my mind, so I was like, okay, let me just try and keep it all in the same like topic and try and like flesh it out so that when like somebody listens to it, they can listen the full way through and kind of get a range of emotions.
Definitely.
That's cool. And Sweden's like the world of pop music, right? Some of the best pop music ever comes from Sweden.
Yeah, like Max Martin, all of that stuff. So it was super cool to go over there. I went over like last year for the first time, and it's like a different world. It's very like my second name is potentially like Nordic, so I
really?
felt a little bit.
I suppose, okay.
But that's a bit of a stretch. But I did, you know.
You were like, my people.
Like my people,
I'm
they're all like 6'4", like blonde people. I'm like not quite my people, but you know. Yeah, it was cool. It was cool. Yeah, but they're very like Robin is super talented, and they just have pop music flowing through their veins. Yeah,
it's cool. What was it like to be there and be like immersed in the writing in Sweden?
It was cool. It was like so we wrote some of it in Sweden and some of it in a studio in Liverpool. But even the studio in Liverpool was like a different world, because it was like at the top of this big building. It was like a really beautiful studio, and we kind of just locked ourselves away for like 5 days. So every time we wrote, it was like very much escapism, as opposed to like, because I think at the time I was going through like obviously the breakup, but just like other random bits of like stress in like work and whatever. So whenever like we wrote, I just like turn my laptop off and just like go into a different place. So it was really cool in that regard. And to be in Sweden, you know, it's just it helps, because you're like, this, I don't know anyone here, I don't know any of the shops, you know, so it's weird, but it's cool.
Definitely. Well, Michael, I hope you don't mind me saying, when I think of you kind of as a person, I'm transported back to lockdown and your TikTok. Was, because kind of when I think about those TikToks, I never remember you making music or kind of that being a goal. Was that something that you're always looking for kind of through that platform?
Yeah, definitely. Like I was making music since I was about 14. I started writing music, but obviously like my TikTok when I was like 18 in lockdown. It started like growing and growing for like those random videos I was doing.
So good.
Yeah.
But like since then, obviously it's become a bigger and bigger thing, and then I've always just continually tried because music is my passion. So, like, and it has been since before TikTok. Like I've been in choirs and stuff. Like we were talking about, like Live Before 19 when I was like 12. But yeah, like TikTok was like a good way to kind of promote the music, and like people knew who I was, so I could try and siphon some people off to listen to the music. But yeah, like I didn't anticipate like that being my trajectory at all. You know, like people like knowing me for like putting a camera really close to my face and like chatting a load of rubbish, you know.
But it's something that kind of now is your calling card.
Yeah.
Is that something that kind of almost you want to break away? Do you want to kind of divide up the music side of you and the TikTok side of you, or are you quite happy for them to kind of be together?
I think like if you asked me that like maybe 2 or 3 years ago, I'd be like definitely want to like split away from it. But I think the more experience I have with it, the more that I enjoy having both sides, and actually the more that I lean into to both sides, the more it helps the music as well. Yeah. Because kind of like it's so hard to break through as an artist on socials anyway. So I'm lucky that people kind of know me a little bit, and I can try and bring people into my music that way, as opposed to just coming like from the cold. Do you know what I mean? So I try to see it as more of like a positive and utilize it in that way, as opposed to being like in the past I've been like no, like I want to distance myself from it. But like recently I've done that less so, and it's actually worked better for the music as well.
It makes sense, because I think like people that follow you on TikTok for your content know like a part of your personality. You do these like amazing rants, but then they also see a completely different part of your personality with your music, and I think both of them are deeply personal and feel like you. Yes,
exactly. Well, I hope there's some like red thread between both of them. Obviously my sketches are like, a lot of the time they're like exaggerated, like do you know what I mean? And like sometimes they're on topics that I just don't even know anything about. I'm just like, I'll make a video on that. Do you know what I mean? And it does something. But like you said, elements of my personality are in like my comedy videos, and also I try and like do other stuff like vlogs and whatever. And do you know what I mean? To like show people who I am, so then hopefully the music makes more sense then. Do you know what I mean? To them.
Of course. Was it hard to like you said, you closed yourself away to write this EP and make it. Was it hard to like sort of switch off from content whilst doing that, or were you doing them in tandem?
No, to be fair, I was pretty locked in. Like I wasn't posting a lot last year. Like I had a big like switch in mindset only like maybe towards the beginning of this year, because I was like, I got very jaded with it. Do you know what I mean? In terms of posting and stuff, and like other stuff that was going on around like my music and whatever, I was a bit like jaded. So like the escapism of writing the music was really good, and kind of the only thing that I was focused on. And then this year I've like taken a new approach to it, and like in terms of like posting on socials, people always say like it gets like I speak to artists and they say like it gets very tiring, and you know it can be like a very like an uphill battle. So I try to like take my emotion out of it a bit. Do you know what I mean? And just like put like schedules in place so that like it's not as like you don't feel as connected to the content. Do you know what I mean? And it's just like that's just going out. You know, we've made it, and I really love making it, but I'm not gonna like focus on how it performs and whatever. Do you know what I mean? Too much.
Yeah.
That's the funny thing, isn't it? I think about social media, because like art and music traditionally, obviously it's amazing to like have arenas full, but people write because they're like driven to write.
Exactly.
It's not necessarily about the outcome, whereas we're sort of driven by numbers now, which isn't necessarily why people write in the first place.
Yeah. Well, I think it's interesting really that kind of within the last 5 years it feels like loads of kind of talented creators who are also talented musicians kind of emerged, you know, people like James Marriott and Alfie Hill.
Yes.
Do you think there's kind of a reason for that? Is there this inherent connection between kind of people who are creative and musicians?
Yeah, I guess so. I didn't think about that, but like now you mention it, there's loads of examples of people who've kind of are known for one thing and then also happen to do music, or maybe they start doing music afterwards. I don't know, but like I think especially in this day and age, like for me, doing the comedy videos and music is like you kind of have to do a lot, you know, unless like you really double down on one thing. I mean, even if you look at like YouTubers, people are cross-platform. If you kind of want to do it as a full-time thing, like trying to make a revenue, you've kind of got to be like everywhere. But I always did music like as a passion thing. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? I'd say that like, I've done it since I was a kid. You know, when I was getting like, like paid nothing to go to an open mic, and just because I love it, and I still would do that. But definitely, I think like people's creativity now at the internet, you don't have to be kind of put in a box, especially if you've got your own social platform and you can kind of test out new forms of content and branch out. Why wouldn't you? So I guess that that is a good point.
Definitely.
It's sort of like the childhood dream in a way, isn't it? Like you're like releasing new music that you've written, but then also doing like silly sketches that you might have done with your mates.
Yeah.
But your mates are now like thousands of people online.
Yeah.
It's kind of cool.
It's a cool feeling. Like sometimes when I like step back and clock it, it's like, oh, this is pretty cool. But equally, you can't get too like tied up in like you said before. People write for themselves, and like I've been in positions in the past where like just as a learning curve, like you think, oh, I'll write this because social media will like it, and actually like you're not that smart, bro. Like people are gonna tell, and they're not gonna like it because it's manufactured. So like in light of that, I went and did that, like all this new music where I was just like, well, I've written for myself and I've written for like social media, and writing for social media was like people like didn't like it, so it's like, well, if they're not gonna like it, I may as well do it for myself anyway, because that's what I enjoy more. So it's just like learning from experience, I guess.
100%. Well, you're also a fantastic live musician.
Thank
as well. You're starting an acoustic tour next week. In Brighton. Yeah. How are you feeling about that?
Excited.
Yeah.
Very excited. Like the last show I did was like a little EP pre-release party in April, because I thought the EP was going to come out in April, and then it came out like so all the people who came to that must be like scratching their heads.
How was it?
Like we were literally at the release party like 6 months ago.
Some elaborate online pranks.
Genuinely, I'm just going to start doing that all the time, like release parties for things that are never coming out. Do you know what I mean? But yeah,
so did you play it there?
Yeah, so we did it in Liverpool.
Oh,
so like
brilliant.
like 100 like really like hardcore people.
Yeah.
And then like it just didn't drop. And like there were songs like that were gonna be on the EP that like aren't anymore,
Wow.
So it's like,
oh, interesting.
Yeah, it was.
But they're like, I heard it first.
I guess so. Yeah, I guess hopefully. But yeah, no, I'm excited for the tour. It should be fun. I did an acoustic tour in 2023, so this is like the second one I'm doing. But like, I really enjoyed it. Yeah. It's very like intimate. Yeah. And it's usually a good, interesting vibe.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you say that you're playing some amazing venues, Sydney Matilda, kind of Hyde Park Book Club.
Yeah.
Is there a venue that you've played in the past that kind of you really kind of look back to as amazing?
Oh, yeah, there's a lot probably. I was looking at since we're in Manchester, I was looking at, like, scrolling through my camera roll on the train, and I came across a video of me playing in the Deaf Institute.
Oh, fantastic.
In 2023. And, like, that was it's such a cool space. Like, I was, like, walking across the bar and stuff, because it's like closest stage, so I could jump across.
Jump over,
but you've got like the mezzanine up there, and then like the stairs at the back. I remember that being like a really good show, so I've always like tried to go back there because I like that. But then we're also going to do a show in December. I haven't actually announced it yet, but I'm going to announce it like tomorrow. In Gorilla.
Oh, mate, I was going to say there was no Manchester.
Yeah, well, we've got one coming in December, so you're more than welcome.
Oh, brilliant,
And yeah, we played Gorilla last year as well, so this is just going to be like a full band show to like play the new music and like test it out.
Awesome.
And it should be cool.
Yeah.
It's such a great venue as well.
Yeah, it was a great show last year. It was like, you can really feel like the energy. But Manchester's always like that. I'm not just saying that.
Yeah.
Because I'm here, like, I'm always like, okay, Manchester will
Yeah.
be fine. You know, if you're looking
Yeah,
at like
yeah,
tour
yeah.
dates, you're like, because I got like Hull right now. It's like no one's coming to
Well, I
Hull. Do
saw
you know what I mean?
that post that you put on your Instagram.
Yeah.
And but I mean, it'll sell, won't it?
Yeah.
It's got like a month left, but like,
It'll be fine.
it's
If
just,
not, we'll get everyone here to
thank you.
Whole
I
sort of
appreciate
support.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
I'll
yeah.
cover train
Yeah,
tickets.
yeah.
just like enjoy it. No, it'll be fine. Like I've been there before, and it's like a cool venue and lovely people. But I just found it really funny. I was just everywhere else was like sold out, and then like
It's
just
weird
made
how
up.
things like that work, but yeah, it'll come round definitely.
No, it'll be
Yeah.
cool. It'll be
It'll
cool.
be ace. We'll all go to Hull anyway.
Thank
so,
you. I
yeah.
appreciate
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
I
We'll be there.
appreciate you guys.
Well, Michael, me and Katie also run a blog called Rider for the Band, and we always ask a question at the end of interviews. Do you want to take this one, Katie?
I'd love to. So it's my favourite question. If you could have absolutely anything, it can be as fanciful or even imaginary as you desire, what would be on your fantasy rider?
Do you know what? I feel like I'm going to disappoint you because I'm going to go something like very achievable, but like would you like me to go really abstract?
Why
with
don't you
it?
do one achievable thing
thing.
and one really abstract thing?
One really abstract thing. I would like a Nintendo Switch.
Nice.
Is that abstract enough?
I think that's.
Wait, you want like that? Maybe
I
you
think
want
that's
like
that's
something
good
like
though. Yeah.
you want like Paul McCartney on my ride.
Yeah.
You open the door
Yeah.
to the beach there.
Yeah,
you know.
okay. If I could have anything, I'd have like a portal back to the hotel room that I'm staying in.
Oh,
so like,
That's pretty
so
good.
just teleport back.
yeah. So straight after you're done and like we've done the gig, you don't have to like load out or anything. You can just go to
I
bed.
thought you just meant talk to people. You just be like, bye guys.
No,
See you
obviously
later.
talk to people.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
I love talking to people.
Michael
after the
Aldag
shows.
hates his
Yeah,
fans.
genuinely, just like straight back to the hotel. No, I'm not quite there yet. No, I enjoy talking to people after the shows. But just like after I've done talking to people, because that like last drive, like when you're packing stuff
Oh,
up,
yeah.
I
And
mean,
you're just
like,
exhausted, right?
knackered, really tired. So yeah, that. But then also like a baguette with like margarine and ham.
Oh,
I love that.
Nice.
It's
yeah,
really
yeah.
like it's really like
A simple
basic,
pleasures, isn't it?
but
Yeah.
I love that. And hot chocolate.
What game would you have on your Nintendo Switch?
Probably just Mario Kart.
Oh,
I don't really
nice.
know
Yeah.
too many games on there, but I was like on a trip a couple months ago, and some guy who I was like there with, he was really kind to me. He was like, "Have a go on my Nintendo." So we were playing together, and it's just like, damn, I can't believe that you can like carry this whole thing, you know? And like
So good.
it's like having a, you know,
Yeah, it's like having a games console in your pocket.
genuinely.
Yeah.
I was like, you know, 8-year-old me would
Yeah,
be
yeah.
going off the rails.
Yeah,
right now.
yeah, exactly.
It's just like a bigger version of a DS.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you remember the DS?
Oh yeah.
Did you have
Nintendo.
what did you have? Like normal DS, 3DS? Because all my friends had 3DSs.
Yeah.
And I had a normal one. I was always really jealous.
Really?
Yeah. But then I don't actually remember why it was called a 3DS.
Because it was 3D.
But did you not
Was
have to
it?
put like
Did you have to put
glasses on or
glasses on?
something?
No, so if you were playing like Mario Kart on a DS, it'd just be like you'd go backwards and forwards. But if you're on a 3DS, you could go like. I found it
That
a
was the
lot.
main
I had a
draw.
normal
That
DS.
does not seem. Yeah. No,
Was it worth it then? Do you reckon?
No.
No. I still play my
It just
normal
made it
DS
really
now.
hard to play.
Yeah,
But
I bet.
I do have a
Does
Switch.
yours?
that's
Yours
similar.
still? You got a Switch?
Yeah.
Is it good?
Yeah. But I get bored of the games that have completely.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm on Crash Bandicoot at the minute, which is a nice bit of
That's-
nostalgia.
See, I used to play it on my DS.
It's
Yeah.
a good one.
Yeah.
It's really
Does your
good.
DS still work?
Yeah, I still play it. I still play FIFA 17. I
Oh,
think.
come
Oh
on.
no, it can't have been 17. It must have been 13.
Yeah.
I still
I
play it.
remember playing FIFA
Yeah.
08.
Real.
That's-
yeah.
yeah.
Like those older ones are so much better
Yeah.
than the new ones.
Yeah, I mean
Yeah.
they were just like
There's
I
more
don't know.
character in them.
They
Yeah.
had more character. Like the commentators
Oh
were like
yeah, exactly.
like there'd be like more like eerie pauses in the commentary.
Yeah,
But, like,
yeah.
it's real character building that as
Yeah.
like an 8-year-old you kind of like get used to Uncanny Valley.
Yeah,
So it
yeah,
prepared us well for kind
Yeah,
of the
exactly.
AI revolution, I think.
Yeah, it's terrifying, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh well, I think that's a decent answer.
Okay,
think
I
I'll
probably
accept
could have
that.
done better. I might like email.
Yeah,
back
okay,
with,
yeah.
like-
If you wanna, we can put something on the screen.
Yeah,
if you
yeah,
want.
I appreciate that because I am gonna revise that on the
Yeah,
train
exactly.
home. But yeah, I'll go with that.
A
for now.
baguette with butter, some ham,
Yeah.
a Nintendo DS,
I
and
like
portal
that.
to your hotel room.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
I like that a lot.
It's a good base. We can build on it next time I come back.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sounds
yeah. Right,
good.
we'll hold you to that.
We'll see you at Gorilla to.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, okay,
Yeah,
perfect.
yeah,
That
deal.
works. You can see my actual rider then.
Yeah.
That'd
Okay.
be fabulous.
Deal. Yeah, yeah.
Cool.
Oh well, Michael, thank you so much for joining
Thank you
us.
both for having me. It's been
No
a
worries
pleasure.
at all. Yeah, you too.